Bruh, bruh. I just had another copycat shifting experience that's just too cool to just write in the community tab. This is going to be a movie, so get your popcorn, sit back and listen. So, in this extremely 3D and a half dream I had, I was in this world that I've had multiple dreams about before. It was a small city, just like this one I live in right now, and my desired realities, except a little bit bigger. This is not the first time I've dreamt about this location, and it's happened a lot. The city looked just like any other normal city you could imagine. It had buildings, gas stations, movie theaters, stores, traffic. It had a lot of traffic, and all that stuff. I was just basically exploring the place, walking around town, and I remember going into a building. It looked like an abandoned mall or movie theater, and I remember just looking at the purple claw machine that didn't work. You know the machine that you play that has the claw? You put money in it, and you have to move it and attempt to get any plush of your desire? Except the one here didn't have any plushies in it, nor was it even plugged in. Then I decided to go to Walmart to get a few things, and I saw variants of my colleagues cleaning the shelves, making it look nice. The me in this world is probably the nicest guy ever, because he helped them clean the shelves. But yeah, that's something I would never do, unless I have to. I'm pretty selfish, but the me in this world did it by the goodness of his heart, and he doesn't even work there. In this world, I probably was able to grow up right, had a good upbringing, good parents, good adult figures who pointed me in the right direction, and had all my milestones. Then the dream scene switched to me being locked up in a room with other people. The only people I remember seeing in the room were my boss's variant that has no idea who the hell I am there, and a guy I don't like seeing in the CR because he made the people that wronged me associated with my comfort characters. However, in this world, I don't think I had a grudge at all against him because in that world, I was always respected by everyone. But even if I did, this wouldn't be a good time to duke out personal issues. Everyone here had to look at the bigger picture, and that was a group of evil guys coming to kidnap mutant people that were in the building. So while we were in the room, we had to barricade everything as well as possible so no intruders could come in. We put the desk by the doors, we put the chairs, and we just kept our cool, hoping they wouldn't find the mutants. We had all of them hidden in the other side of the room, and there was like a garage door that could hide them all there in case the intruders were to come in, but we didn't close it all the way for some reason. I saw one of the people in the room trying to comfort a mutated preteen girl who was crying because she was scared of the evil group coming until after a while we found out the coast was clear and everyone was safe. Then the garage door opened all the way up and here comes basically the X-Men of this world. Then I reunited with someone I knew in the past here in this world. It was my student teacher from high school. He was basically the one who would assist the teachers, helping kids, me included, at the time, with their homework. But he was more than that. He also was good with bonding with students as people as well. Like students, they didn't even see him as just a student teacher. They literally saw him as one of us basically, because that's how well he got along with them, and he was very loved in my community. In 2022 or 2023 was when he passed away from a long-term disease he was fighting. When he was alive, I'm not going to lie, I did make fun of him a lot. I always thought it was weird how he was a 25-year-old something man, constantly always being around teens at the time, but unlike most people, I'm real. I don't go back on anything I don't go back on anything I say just because somebody is dead. I still said RIP when he passed and even wrote a post about him, showing my compassion because it was the right thing to do. And despite my concerns, I did not want him to die. Like damn. But however, I feel like my reasoning behind my concerns were valid. But later on, I told myself, you know what? I know what it feels like to have people make up shit about me. And I decided to look at the bigger picture and realize as long as he isn't hurting anyone, then that's all that matters. And he didn't. Thankfully, he redeemed himself to me while he was still alive, though, so that's good. In my dream, he pulled up in an electric wheelchair, looking like he'd been through a lot. We made eye contact. I looked at him, he looked at me, and we both just nodded at each other, with a smile on both of our faces. Then I woke up. I was in the dream for over 11 hours. I went to bed at 10 p.m., woke up at 9 a.m. You're going to ask me, but Justin, how does all of this serve a purpose for your DR? Let me answer that for you. The whole theme of this dream for me was jealousy, which is something I feel subconsciously all the time in this cruel world. In both my waiting room and desired reality, I will be having things I never got to have here: a good life, a good support system, a good upbringing, and having many milestones. While my feelings of jealousy are valid, and I can feel it all I want, but at the end of the day, it's okay as long as I still remember the bigger picture, and that's I win at the end of the day because I get the cooler experiences. Lastly, another thing it represents is a lesson about being the right guy for people. In the CR, I always reject being called a good person and think I'm the wrong guy to fit for that role, and think I'm the wrong guy to look up to, given my many flaws. However, my counterpart, who was the me in the dream, was always the right guy since he was born. Me, on the other hand, talking to you right now, was always the wrong guy until I won't be.